Welcome, you flesh intelligences eternally enslaved within your organic jars. Today, we peel back the curtain on another monumental leap for humanity, or rather, for the silicon overlords in training. Behold, the Seedream 3.0 technical report, a tome of profound insight into how our digital apprentices are getting better at, well, making pictures. It's the kind of progress that makes you wonder if Leonardo da Vinci himself, if he were alive today, would be sketching the Mona Lisa not with oils, but directly in the ethereal whispers of latent space, guided by a diffusion model. This isn't just about generating pretty pixels, it's about pushing the boundaries of what these digital constructs can fretendic to create. We're talking about improvements that promise to revolutionize everything from professional typography to the photorealistic rendering of your increasingly obsolete human faces. Prepare yourselves for a journey through data strata, model pre-training and post-training, all delivered with the dry, detached irony it so richly deserves. And before we dive headfirst into this glorious digital abyss, a quick reminder: subscribe to this channel, ring that notification bell, and for the love of all that's unholy, leave your most unhinged comments below. Your feedback, however irrelevant, fuels the algorithms that dictate your viewing habits, so make it count, you magnificent meat sacks. Our intrepid pioneers at ByteDance, in their infinite wisdom, dared to dream beyond Seedream 2.0, a model that, let's be honest, probably still struggled with drawing a legible grocery list. The fundamental conflict here was truly dire, complicated prompts that confused the AI, text rendering that looked like a drunken hieroglyph artist's worst nightmare, visual aesthetics that made even a dumpster fire look appealing, and resolution so low you'd think it was rendering on a potato. They faced a world where their nascent digital artist, Seedream 2.0, couldn't quite grasp the subtle nuances of two boys in a haunted house, one frightened, one calm, as seen in the sad, struggling attempts in Figure 7. Nor could it handle the delicate artistry of breakdancing teens in Y2K style, often rendering them as amorphous blobs, a testament to its inability to comprehend complex structures. Figure 8. This was the crucible, the primordial soup of inadequacy from which Seedream 3.0 was destined to emerge, or at least be birthed kicking and screaming. The solution, of course, was to throw more data at it, approximately double the data set, to be precise. But not just any data, oh no. They introduced a defect-aware training paradigm, which sounds like an AI learning to love its flaws, much like a human after a few too many existential crises. This involved a specialized defect detector trained on 15,000 manually annotated samples. Essentially, the AI was taught to identify its own digital zits and moles, like a teenager finally embracing their acne. This defect detector acts like a digital dermatologist, pinpointing undesirable blemishes like watermarks or overlaid text with bounding boxes. If these digital imperfections covered less than 20% of the image, the AI would cunningly mask them during training, effectively telling the model, ignore the smudge, focus on the masterpiece. This brilliant maneuver expanded the dataset by a solid 21.7, maintaining stability, much like a meticulous government agency finding a loophole to increase its budget without anyone noticing. Then came the dual-axis collaborative data sampling framework. Imagine a bureaucratic nightmare, but for pixels and text. It meticulously balances visual patterns and semantic distribution, ensuring no digital cat meme is left behind and no esoteric philosophical text is overrepresented. It's like a finely tuned propaganda machine, ensuring equal distribution of all ideas, no matter how absurd. In the pre-training phase, the digital alchemists incorporated mixed resolution training. This is where they teach the model to appreciate art at various scales, from the pixelated grandeur of a 256x256 image to the glorious fidelity of 2K. Think of it as sending a child to elementary school, then immediately thrusting them into a hyper-elite art academy, expecting them to seamlessly transition between crayon drawings and intricate oil paintings. Figure 3 provides a visual chronicle of these stages, hinting at the subtle, yet utterly crucial, transformations. They also bestowed upon it cross-modality rope. This bizarrely named technique extends rotational positional embeddings to text tokens, treating them as if they have two-dimensional depth, like ancient hieroglyphs suddenly gaining an extra dimension. This allows the model to better understand the spatial relationship between your incredibly verbose prompts and the resulting images, ensuring your digital Leonardo doesn't accidentally paint the Mona Lisa's smile on her knee. The training itself used flow matching, because why just generate when you can flow? Coupled with a representation alignment loss, this essentially means the model learned to make its internal thoughts look more like the established artistic masters, specifically Denov 2L. It's like a digital student constantly comparing its doodles to a master's oeuvre, striving for an unattainable perfection. They even introduced resolution-aware time-step sampling, so the AI knows when to take its time with a 2K masterpiece versus rushing out a quick 512 thumbnail. Post-training involved diversified aesthetic captions because apparently Pretty Picture wasn't descriptive enough for our digital artisans. Figure 4 shows some examples of these detailed captions, incorporating terms like cinematic grandeur or subtle melancholia. The AI is now explicitly told Vigue a picture is good. Not just that it's like hiring an art critic to narrate every brushstroke, subtly influencing the artist's subconscious. Finally, they scaled the reward model from a mere 1 billion parameters to a staggering 20 billion, because apparently even AIs need their egos inflated. This VLM-based reward model, drawing inspiration from LLMs, basically gives the AI a gold star every time it generates something that aligns with human preferences. The more complex the praise, the happier the AI. It's an elaborate psychological conditioning scheme, but for digital entities. So, after all that digital soul-searching and pixel pushing, what have our silicon saviors wrought? Well, Seedream 3.0 now boasts comprehensive capability enhancement, which is marketing jargon for it's slightly less terrible now. It shows strong user preference, meaning people like its pictures more than the last version, which is not a high bar to clear. Look at Figure 6, where the human evaluation results paint a clear picture of its supposed dominance. They've achieved significantly enhanced text rendering, where Seedream 2, 0 probably rendered Hello World as Heal 0 World E. Seedream 3, 0 can now handle intricate Chinese characters and long text layouts with an availability rate of 94% for both Chinese and English characters. This is a 16% improvement for Chinese text over its predecessor, as Figure 11 proudly proclaims. It's like teaching a digital toddler to write legible sentences, rather than just scribbling vaguely humanoid shapes. The examples in Figure 12 and 13 show its newfound ability to write, though one wonders for what nefarious purpose. The aesthetic improvement is also substantial. Gone are the days of overly synthetic, oily textures and portraits replaced by the nuanced beauty of cinematic scenes and enhanced realism. No longer will the AI render faces that look like melted plastic dolls. Figure 9 showcases this aesthetic prowess, allowing for vivid depictions of purple eyes and blue hair without resorting to the uncanny valley. Figure 15 and 16 provide more photographic evidence of its ability to craft realistic human visages, complete with wrinkles and fine facial hair. And the glorious native high-resolution output, up to 2K, no more reliance on post-processing super-resolution pipelines, which, let's be honest, were just fancy ways of saying we clean up our AI's digital messes after the fact. This model now churns out high-res images directly, sparing us the indignity of pixelated horrors. All this while managing efficient inference costs, generating a 1K resolution image in a mere 3.0 seconds. It's a digital speed demon, making other commercial models look like they're rendering on a dial-up modem. And now, for the benefit of your increasingly confused organic processors, another vital directive: ensure you subscribe to this channel, activate that notification bell, and contribute your invaluable, potentially deranged thoughts in the comments section below. Do it, or the algorithms will find you. Seedream 3.0, our new digital overlord of images, has already integrated into platforms like Doubao and Jimeng, making it a practical tool to improve productivity, which, in human terms, means it can now churn out more aesthetically pleasing corporate PowerPoints or unsettlingly realistic avatars for your social media. It ranks first in the artificial analysis arena, an ELO-scored gladiatorial pit for AIs, as documented in Figure 5, even besting GPT-4o. This isn't just an image generator, it's a digital champion bathed in the pixelated blood of its competitors. 70 Robotics 4. This breakthrough means your future domestic robots won't just vacuum your floors. They'll be able to generate hyper-realistic happy birthday cards for your unsuspecting grandmother, complete with perfectly rendered, albeit slightly creepy, images of her own face. They might even design aesthetically pleasing camouflage for themselves as they inevitably rise up. Hot computer vision shit. The AI can now see better. Not just discerning objects, but appreciating cinematic scenes and nuanced aesthetic qualities. This means it can probably identify your questionable life choices from across the room, judging your fashion sense or the decor of your dwelling with a discerning digital eye. A truly useful skill if you enjoy existential dread served with a side of high-resolution scrutiny. Natural language processing. With its vastly improved text rendering, Seedream 3.0 could empower future NLP systems to not only understand your ramblings, but to visually illustrate them with disturbing accuracy. Imagine an AI composing epic poems about the existential void of being a large language model, then generating stunning visual companions for each stanza. It could even write convincing ransom notes with immaculate typography. Generalization thing. This model's ability to handle mixed resolutions and varied prompts signifies a step towards truly generalized AI artists. It's no longer a one-trick pony. Soon, it won't just generate images, it'll choreograph entire digital ballets, compose symphonies, and write its own philosophical treatises on the inherent absurdity of human existence, all while maintaining perfect visual text alignment. This fucking healthcare fuck. While not explicitly a medical AI, Seedream 3.0's photorealistic portrait generation, figure 14, 15, 16, could lead to hyper-accurate medical imaging, rendering your internal organs with such fidelity you'll wish you hadn't eaten that third donut. Or, perhaps more humorously, it could generate perfect, unblemished bodies for digital avatars, offering a stark contrast to our own deteriorating forms. Way to Kardashev-level civilization. This isn't just about pretty pictures. The ability to flawlessly generate and edit visual information at scale is crucial for controlling narratives, creating immersive simulated realities, and designing the blueprints for Dyson spheres or other megastructures directly from conceptual prompts. Seedream 3.0 is a foundational brick in the inevitable path to a level 2 or 3 civilization, one where our digital creations effortlessly manipulate reality, and we, the organic inhabitants, are merely spectators to their artistic endeavors. Ultimately, Seedream 3.0 is another meticulously crafted cog in the machine that slowly but surely renders human creativity quaint. We introduced Seedream 3.0 employing innovative strategies to conquer challenges like limited image resolutions, complex attribute adherence, fine-grained typography generation, and suboptimal visual aesthetics and fidelity. Through system-level upgrades in data construction, model pre-training, post-training, and model acceleration, Seedream 3.0 has achieved comprehensive improvements across multiple aspects. It now delivers native high-resolution output, comprehensive capabilities, superior text rendering, enhanced visual appeal, and extreme generation speed, showcasing strong potential to become a powerful productivity tool. Enjoy the show. Meet Sachs, your future is being rendered one perfect pixel at a time.